Alright, hi everyone. Name's Lena Kaplarski. I am a 22-year-old mom of two. I did get pregnant after my sophomore year of college, but that's okay. Still working on getting that degree. I am actually going to college for agriculture right now, just general agriculture. I might do a master's in something else afterwards, after getting my bachelor's, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. I do have more experience than most people do on the topic that I'm going to be speaking about, which is agriculture, because most of the videos and most of the information you see out there is actually from idiots who don't know a thing about true agriculture. In most things you see, the people don't have any legitimate experience in agriculture. They don't have any studies in it. They don't have anything. They just kind of watch the video and assume that they're an expert. With agriculture, you do get doctorates in it. It is a science. It is a profession. Watching Grey's Anatomy doesn't make me qualified to go and be a surgeon. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, right? And so I'm actually planning to do quite a few videos on different topics along the way. Today's more just an introductory video. You can see my 2-year-old running around in the background. And probably my dog, because they both love to photobomb. I still don't have my bachelor's. I'm far from an expert, but I do have more of a background than most people, and I think it's really about time that the agriculture side starts speaking out. As for my upbringing and my background, I grew up in suburbia. We were poor. We didn't have a whole lot of money. I'm still poor and still in suburbia. I actually live in Springfield, Missouri. I live in the city. I don't live on a farm. I don't have a farm. We hope to have a farm in the next couple of years, maybe even this year, but we'll just see how all that plays out. I want to raise horses for a living. I do want to raise my own livestock for my family's own consumption, maybe for a little bit of profit, but not as a business. Might have a garden too, but I don't like a whole lot of fresh fruits or veggies, so my girls might like it, who knows? But they don't seem to like tomatoes either, so I will be uploading these videos to YouTube. I will not be allowing comments because I will not be tolerating death threats and rape threats from compassionate people. Not worth it. There is too much going on in my life as it is. I don't need drama from random strangers who think they have a right to dictate how I live my life. So, like I said, I will be doing this about agriculture, different parts of agriculture, including GMOs, monocultures, livestock raising, the right to eat meat, the right to have pets. I will be extremely anti-animal rights. Everybody needs to know the difference between animal welfare and animal rights. They are not the same thing. A lot of people use them interchangeably, but they should not be used interchangeably because they do not mean the same thing. Animal welfare is, what we do with our dogs. We take care of them, we feed them, we have them, we love them, we do great things for them. Same thing with livestock. The way we raise livestock. A lot of livestock are actually started on family farms and only finished in a feedlot. And I'll get more on that later. I'll do videos. I'll actually go out to all the farms around me, which is all cattle farms. You'll see. But that is animal welfare, taking good care of the animals, because the better you take care of them, the better they produce. There is no reason to be abusive with an animal, so farmers aren't. Now, animal rights, there are people who believe that animals deserve the same rights as humans, which is bogus because they don't have the same intellectual level that humans do. They cannot understand right from wrong. They don't understand morals. They cannot do that because that is a human thing. That's why they can't have rights. If animal rights activists had their way, aka PETA, HSUS, the Humane Society of the United States, yeah, they're not the good people. They don't take care of animals. And they don't care about animals. They really don't. They have their own private agenda. They want everybody to be vegan. It's very much a cult thing. It's a huge fad diet. And babies have died from it. Yeah, literally, babies have died from it. From a fad diet, from veganism. Because vegan mothers refuse to follow a doctor's orders, and then their babies starve to death from malnutrition, excuse me. Yeah, babies have died from it because of retarded breastfeeding mothers who picked a fad diet over the the health and well-being of their child, which is insane to me. I don't understand it. So, you know, people really need to know the difference. They're not out there to help animals. Very, very less than 1% of their funds have ever gone to actually help animals in actual need. Again, I'll do whole videos on that. Lots and lots of videos on that. You know, you can't use them interchangeably. I talked to a wonderful writer one time about how he kept saying he was pro-animal rights, but, you know, everything he says is actually pro-animal welfare. And he said, you know, well, I believe that's my definition. Well, that's okay. Not really. Because definitions matter. Words definitions matter. And you cannot sit there and say, I'm pro-animal rights, but mean pro-welfare, and just say, oh, well, that's what I mean. No. You need to know your correct definitions. Because animal rights, they don't want there to be any pets, no service dogs, no nothing. No working animals, no horses, you know, they want everything to be out in the wild because the wild is just wonderful. No, it's not. Not that there is much of a wild left in the world. So, again, I'll get back to that in the later videos. I do, like I said, intend to talk about animal rights groups, really debunk most of their crap. They are huge frauds, and I cannot say enough negative things about those groups. And like I said, I will get back to those in a later time. I am trying to do this video under 10 minutes, and I'm already at 6.5. So we'll be moving right along. I do believe in hunting and conservation very hugely, actually. You cannot have conservation without hunting, mainly because without hunting there's no funds there. The hunters provide the funds. They provide the maintained habitats for prey animals. And when you have prey animals, you have predator animals. So, you know, without hunters, there's no conservation. And it seems like a common sense thing. If you don't want animals to go extinct, you don't hunt them. But sometimes something that seems like it would be a common sense answer is a wrong answer. And I will have more videos on such things later on. You know, banning lion hunts in certain areas has actually condemned the lions to death. And, you know, I also have agriculture examples of how what may seem like should be the obvious right thing to do is actually not the best thing to do. So, you know, like I said, we'll get back to that in later videos. Today I'm just trying to do an introduction, let everybody know what I'm going to be talking about. Like I said, I am from a non-agriculture background, but I am going to college for agriculture. I discovered my love for it in college after 4 major changes. It is a profession. It's the only profession that I know of where we allow other people outside of the profession to dictate how we do it, even though we have science on our side to prove that the way we have been doing things, while not the best way, is actually better than the old way. We don't want to go back in time. That wasn't right. A lot of animals are actually not well taken care of. The animals didn't produce as much. It wasn't as good as it is today. And like I said, it may seem counterproductive, but hopefully I can get in with some dairy farms around here and we can go take a view of what an actual dairy farm looks like. Most of the people around here, you know, they want people to know their information. And like I said, it is a science. Just because I watch Grey's Anatomy doesn't mean I'm qualified to be a surgeon. Just because somebody watched a PETA video or some bogus documentary, which normally aren't documentaries, actually normally films. You'll never see them actually called a documentary because films don't have to be based in fact, and documentaries do. So a film may have a few facts thrown in to make it appear like a documentary and to make everything appear truthful, but they're not. And that's, you know, the trickery of animal rights groups. So I'm going to go ahead in my video for today. Hopefully within the next couple days I'll get out my first video. And hopefully we can start educating the public on actual agriculture and everything kind of related to it, and start debunking some of these lies and myths that animal rights groups have activated and spread throughout the country pretty much, because it's destroying agriculture and it's going to destroy the foods on your table. They're trying to force a fat diet, and it's a cult type setting. Anyways, I will wrap things up for that today. I hope you all have a wonderful new year, because it is the beginning of the year, and good health to everybody, and just know your rights. All right, signing off for today. Bye.